Daniel Sports Center, we go over a March Madness game preview and prediction on the Sweet 16 matchup between the Iowa State Cyclones and the Illinois Fighting Illini, two teams that have had dominant runs in this tournament so far. You got two teams that are two of the hottest teams in this tournament right now. Definitely matchup worth keeping an eye on. We'll be going over a full game preview and prediction on this matchup here today. Let's get started with their team trends. Iowa State knocked off South Dakota State and Washington State in their first two games, both of them in dominant fashion. The Washington State game was close for a little while, but the Cyclones really pulled away there in the second half. And you look at Illinois especially, this was a team that was actually considered as a potential upset bid against Morehead State. Morehead State going in was playing really well, and there was reason for that, but Illinois shut that down real quick, beat them 85-69, and then knocked off Duquesne, no problem in the second round, 89-63. So Illinois is cruising into the Sweet 16. Iowa State's in a similar situation. You got the Big 12 and the Big 10 conference tournament champions going head-to-head here in the Sweet 16. This is a really high-level matchup for a Sweet 16 game. Two teams that are very much capable of making a run for the national championship, and it's far and away the toughest region as well when you consider UConn is on the other side. Games be on Thursday the 20th in Boston. Spread's going Iowa State by 2.5 here. That's pretty much your opening spread, over under 145.5, and the BPI also going on the Cyclone side. You look at the East region once again. This is a brutal region. We knew this from the start, that UConn was going to have a challenging road, and it wasn't necessarily going to be the easiest road out of the one seeds as well, but maybe even the toughest. It makes sense. I mean, Illinois and Iowa State, the way they're playing right now, UConn has cruised through their first two games. They just beat up Northwestern, and they're going to play the winner of San Diego State and Yale. Regardless, it's probably going to be UConn on the other side of this, so the winner of this matchup taking on UConn for a trip to the Final Four, when I would say the top three seeds of this region are absolutely Final Four level teams. Your stat comparison: Iowa State 76 points a game, 61 points allowed. This is a really strong defensive team. They can score a lot of points as well, but the defense is really where this team is strongest. 6-5 against the top 25. They've played a really difficult schedule this season and have had a lot of success. You look at Illinois, 84 points a game, 74 points allowed, but they're not quite as good against top 25 opponents. 1-4 this season against the top 25. Illinois is a team that has been red hot, though. Their offense especially has been lights out the last few games. They've scored more than 85 in their last four games, and they put up over 90 in their last two games in the Big Ten tournament. So their offense is playing lights out right now. They are definitely capable of beating pretty much anybody, I'd say, in this tournament at this point. Your key points: Iowa State 29-7. They won 5 straight in dominant fashion. This is a brutal team, especially on defense, and Iowa State's also a team that kind of flew under the radar at the start of this season, and they emerged quickly as a true national contender, and they're looking for their first Elite Eight since 2000. So it's been a couple of decades since we last saw the Cyclones into the Elite Eight. But you look at Illinois, this is a dominant team peaking at the right time. They were a bit inconsistent at times in the regular season, but down the stretch, this team has really shined. But you can't say that's an advantage for Illinois, because Iowa State's in a very similar situation. Both teams have played really well in recent time and are peaking at the right time. So I would say this about both teams as well. Illinois is a dangerous team that is capable of winning the title. But obviously the truth is you got to get past UConn more than likely in the Elite Eight. Can both of these teams do that? I honestly think so. And I feel like, you look at the rest of the regions, I feel like your national champion is probably going to come out of this region. So whether that's UConn, Illinois, or Iowa State, at this current point, it really would make sense if your champion came out of this region. And you look at Illinois and Terrence Shannon, he's going to be the best player in this matchup. He is a force. He's brutal to stop. 23 points a game this season, and especially in recent time, he has been lights out. So, and he's brutal to stop too, so good luck trying to stop him. You look at the first two games Illinois played, Morehead State and Duquesne really had no chance against him. Iowa State's got a better chance against him, but either way, he's still a brutal player and one of the best in the country. But with that, let's get the prediction here for Iowa State and Illinois coming up here in the Sweet 16. This is definitely a matchup that really could go either way, but I'm going to be leaning towards the Illini here. 78-72, going with the Illini to win this one by 6. I feel like Terrence Shannon and this team right now, I just don't know if many teams can stop them. I feel like Iowa State is built to, and their defense is good enough, but Illinois, the way they're playing right now, the first couple of rounds have especially impressed me out of them. I mean, Iowa State's played incredible in recent time as well, so that just makes it so tough. But Illinois and Terrence Shannon, I just can't go against them right now. I'm going to take them to knock down Iowa State and proceed on to the Elite Eight. I'm saying 55% towards the Illini, so I mean, once again, this is really a game that could go either way. Iowa State's favored on the spread by 2.5, so taking Illinois to cover and over in the end. But this is bound to be one of the best games of the weekend for sure. This is a Final Four caliber game, just based on the talent on both sides. I mean, to see this game in the Sweet 16 based on how both teams are playing right now, this is going to be a pretty incredible matchup. But with that, let me know your thoughts and comments below on this game. Who do you think proceeds on to the Elite Eight? And I appreciate you guys watching as always. My name's Evan. This is All Sports Central. Stay tuned for more. We'll catch you on the next one.